able to be a dominant force.
3 scratches, including Quinera Hayes and Desiree Bryant in this heat, so just 5 women racing for 3 automatic spots. Oh, really good start for Olympic bronze medalist Gabby Thomas. She got out of the blocks well. Sha'Carri Richardson's moving. So too is Ashley Henderson. Coming off the bend, Thomas and Richardson in the top 2 spots. Remember, 3 automatically make it through. Gabby Thomas and Sha'Carri Richardson, with Thomas a stride ahead of Richardson. They go 1-2. Candace Hill grabs 3rd.
First round is all about placement. You know, Sha'Carri didn't have to run and win that heat. Gabby did a great job of running blind, meaning that she was on the outside and she couldn't feel anybody until she came onto the straightaway. So those ladies did good to move on to the semis.
22:59 for Thomas, 22:69 for Sha'Carri Richardson, who did exactly what you said she should, which was kind of plant herself on the hip or back shoulder of Thomas and ride her the whole way.
Preserve, preserve, preserve. That's what it's going to take for these ladies to get from the prelims through the semis and into the finals.
And Candace Hill goes 22:96 to take that 3rd automatic qualifying spot. Remember, top 3 from each of these 4 heats, and the next 4 fastest move on to tomorrow's semifinals. So results from Heat 1. Now here comes Heat number Parker, All-American at Arkansas, now runs for Asics. Parker's run 23:38 this season. Flannel won the Big 12 Championship Outdoors, then finished 4th at NCAA Outdoors, 3rd this year at NCAA Indoors. She runs out of lane number 6. In lane 5, the 2-time 4x1 NCAA champ. It is Courtney Johnson, who's run at 22:73 this season. We've talked about Sturgis, 2-time NCAA champion, semifinalist yesterday in the 100, now running here in the 200, where she's run 22:40 this season. NCAA champion Abby Steiner on the inside, 3-time NCAA champion individually, plus an NCAA 4x4 championship with the Wildcats. And then on the inside, Simone Darius ran in the heats of the 100 on Thursday, back at it here in the 200 today. Darius originally out of NCA&T. Top 3 go through automatically. Next 4 fastest make it to the semifinals as well. And a lot of expectation heaped on Abby Steiner here, so this is probably a get the nerves out of her system type of race for her, get one under her belt before the semifinals tomorrow.
You know, Coach will tell you, act like you've been here before. She has ran 200s countless times throughout her life. She has ran against great competition as well.
She's down on the inside in lane 3. Sturgis in 4 right next to her. It is Sturgis who got out to a great start, but now Steiner picking up the pace, and Abby Steiner gaining ground on Cambria Sturgis on that opening bend. Sturgis and Steiner in the lead off the bend, and the outside in 9, Akayla Mitchell also running well. Mitchell in 9, Steiner in 3, Sturgis in 4, and Steiner pulls ahead to take the win ahead of Sturgis and Akayla Mitchell in 3rd.
That was a great run for both ladies in the front. You actually saw Abby look over about 20 meters to go to check and see where Cambria was. You're trying to conserve yourself. You don't want to go too fast because you have another race that's coming up soon.
22:14 for Abby Steiner, 22:24 for Sturgis, and 22:43 for Mitchell. You mentioned Steiner was able to look, maybe shut it down a bit. And again, she ran 21:80 at NCAA Outdoors, so this is not all that far off her best time in a final at Outdoors, running 22:14 here in her first round.
I mean, you can also see that Abby had a great lane choice. If she's going to get behind somebody, she want to get behind somebody who has a great start. That's going to be able to pull her through the curve, and she can be able to take over in the straightaway.
So Steiner runs the best time of the opening 2 heats. Steiner, Sturgis, Mitchell, Thomas, Richardson, and Hill have the top automatic qualifying spots. In terms of the time qualifiers, there'll be 4 of them. Kennedy Flannel, the best time right now of the non-AQs, 22:63. Kara Parker's 23 flat, second best time so far. Angie Anellis is 23:01, has her 3rd best. and Simone Darius at 23:06.
How does the machine run? What's our firmware? What's our software? How does the human body run? And how do men and women interact with one another? You want to stop moral decay? Don't go and say, oh, I better go and pray some more. No, start looking start teaching your children the true nature of men's nature, and we are different. Treat men's nature and women's nature. Look at conventional masculinity and look at conventional femininity, and look how that has decayed. Look how that has declined, and how can we
we're only acknowledging one's declination. We're acknowledging the male declination. No one ever talks about the female one. If you do, it gets suppressed.
If you want to course correct and don't start talking about ethics and morals and all this other bullshit, you can win the argument, as I keep saying, with stats and data. And that data begins by understanding men's nature and women's nature. So when you're talking to me about degeneracy, the only thing I see at that point is it's not like some nebulous, evil cabal of Moloch worshipping baby eaters somewhere, and I don't know, in some high tower somewhere. I see what's more like distressing is that it's not them, it's us. It's the way we're built. It's just how we are as human beings, and how we interrelate with each other, and how we have this inability, either we're unwilling or we're unable to process all of this in this now modern era right now. Now, here's the good news. I'm going to leave you with some good news. Here's the optimism. You just had Ken McElroy, we had Robert Kiyosaki, and we had George Gammon on here, and I've also heard Patrick Bet-David say this before. It's like, because